The second idea was to have the whole image to look a larger space. That is why flat lay. Hello and welcome. My name is Ibrahim. I'm a food and product photographer at Spinthiras Media. I'm going to explain the creative images from a personal photo series, that is 26 typo, in the upcoming video series. If you have not checked these images, I would really appreciate if you go to Instagram and check these images. I will put the link in the description. As a lot of you have asked me that what all goes behind these images, and it's not possible for me to do a video shoot on the day of the actual photo shoot, and it gets very hectic. So I'm going to try to explain these images in as many detail as I can. So the video will be divided into three segments: pre-shoot, on the shoot, and post-production. In the pre-shoot, we are going to understand what alphabet we are shooting, what color of alphabet, what is the thing we are shooting, so dish or drink or whatever we are shooting, and the concept behind it. On the day of shoot, we are going to understand the angles, the lights, and the light source. So the final step is doing the post-production, what we have done in Lightroom and Photoshop. So without any further ado, let's get on with it. Part 2 of Alphabet Z, Zombie Dan. I have already explained the first image. Let me explain the second one. The second image, it is all about a party scene. So imagine like a party where there is a lot of drinks going on and there is a lot of fun going on. That is the whole idea which I wanted. And again, I can't emphasize enough, always have a story in your images. So this is the story I want to convey. A single light source, which is like a harsh light source, which kind of say party, and few dead plants, which kind of say the weather, and the kind of lighting also say the weather. Okay, I wanted a purple looking shot. I have made these drinks, and I'm going to work on it in post. Okay, so first thing first, we always talk about the angle. I wanted to show a flat lay because I wanted to show an entire table or a space where you can see a lot of drinks. So flat lay is the first idea. The second idea was to have the whole image to look a larger space. That is why flat lay. The first thing about shooting any flat lay or anything which has drink in it is to shoot harsh light. It's not compulsory, but I always shoot drinks with harsh light because it gives it a kind of punch which I kind of like. So I have used only one light in it. It is a 600-volt Electrum light. I have put the light bare bulb on top of the on top of our flat lay glasses and setup. I have put a deflector or diffuser, but I won't call it a diffuser, but I would call it a cutter, and I have put it really close to the light. That way, I will not get a sharp edge of the cutter. I didn't want like a sharp edge of the cutter. I just want like a soft dead end sort of light. So there is a cutter here and there is a cutter here, okay, which is creating a light source in this particular area. Okay, so that is the first thing. I have also put a reflector in it. Okay, it is a white color reflector, so I didn't want a lot of light to come back, just a little hint to give to soften the shadow. I didn't want to completely ruin the shadow. I just want to soften the shadow so it does not look like, you know, daylight, or it should not look like really harsh, just to make it more smoother in the image. So the first light, the only light is the 600-watt Electrum light, the cutter deflector, the reflector which is giving the light, and the flat lay. Okay, let's understand the editing of it. So you can see already that I have again not done too much in Lightroom because I wanted the maximum work to be happening in Photoshop. But what I have done in Lightroom is the correction of the angle, because whenever you shoot flatly, you have to really make sure that you are completely flat on top of the table. If the table is a little bit crooked, or if the camera is a little bit crooked, it's not going to work. It's going to look like things are falling out of the edge. So if you have anything like that, do you see it? You can completely see that things are falling apart. If you have already shot it, transform is a very good way to correct it. So I have done that, and I'm going to remove the edges in Photoshop. So let's quickly go to Photoshop and see what we have done there. So the first thing I've done is sharpening the image. I have sharpened a little bit to get a little bit details in the reflection of the shadow. Okay, all these reflection you see of the glass, I wanted like really sharp edges of it. The second thing, which is very important, is the finishing of all the corners. You can see that it is there. Okay, and the third and the final thing is coloring them into a proper shade, which is done here. Okay, so to get match with the first shot and this shot, it has to match. So that is why I've used the exact color code and match them both to get the perfect shot. Okay, before I show you the last shot, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you have any questions. If you really like our content, please don't forget to push the notification icon, and I'll see you next time.